Sonny and Brownie's Last Train è l'ultimo disco di Guy Davis e Fabrizio Poggi. Ovviamente si parla di blues. È venuto Guy Davis a raccontarcelo qui in studio e ha risposto alle domande di Ezio Guaitamacchi.
Well, I guess it was about 10 or 11 years ago. I don't remember where it was in Italy, but I've run into him many times with his band Chicken Mambo, and sometimes on his own, always with his wife Angelina. And he played so much harmonica he couldn't keep still, so we just had to get him on stage and play together.
Crawl through the desert, I could crawl through the sand, I could swim.
The passion for blues, I think, came for a passion I have for the history of my own people. My grandparents were what you call blues people. They were born both more than 100 years ago. They were born back before the 20th century. These were the people that the blues affected so strongly. Though their life together was more centered in the church, when I listen to my grandmother sing, when I hear her voice, I'm hearing a blues voice. And I didn't really get to know my grandfather well. He died when I was young. But I understand he used to play a harmonica. And I wished I could have heard it. Yes, I do play. I do continue to play as an actor. Sometimes I act just by itself, but when I can, I like to play the part of a blues man or an itinerant musician.
Slow train leaving town. Sonny and Brownie, they going down. Now while the train was just past the yard,
I played the role of Robert Johnson back around 1992 or 3. And I played it in 6 different productions. Oh, I had to grow as a musician in order to accomplish that task. This was more than 20 years ago, and a lot less was known about Robert Johnson back then. So I had to borrow the personality of a blues musician that I know, one who was always in trouble with women. I had to borrow that personality and use it for Robert Johnson. Also, I got a chance to go down to Knoxville, Mississippi, to go where they called the Crossroads, and walk around and to play some music for a documentary. And all of this somehow found its way into my portrayal of the great blues man, Robert Johnson. Levon Helm, what a fantastic musician. I met him first in the late 1990s, and I believe he had just recently come out of the hospital from throat cancer surgery. And he dropped by the recording studio where I was making a CD called Butt Naked Free. And we were so glad to see him. We paid him, said, come on in the studio and play. So he played on a couple of the songs on my CD. And because of Levon, even though they didn't say it was because of Levon, that I got an appearance on television on the Conan O'Brien show. And I had a whole band. I had John Platania on the guitar, Mark Murphy on the bass, Gary Burke on the drums, but Levon also wanted to play drums because he's a drummer. So I had 2 drummers, Levon Helm on the drums. T-Bone Wolk played the mandolin. And if I didn't say it, John Platania played the electric guitar. And I sang a song called Waiting on the Cards to Fall. Even though Levon never said it, nobody else ever said it, it was because of Levon and his reappearance and his newfound health that I got that time on television. And unfortunately, Levon, after he came from the hospital, in his healing stages, still smoked tobacco. He still smoked cigarettes. And we were disappointed about that, but nobody could make him change. But it was a pleasure and an honor to meet him and to be able to play music with him. What do I want more of from my next years to come? Not only do I want to travel more and go to more places and meet more people and play more blues, I want to play blues to future generations, to young people. Because in 20 more years, when I'm an old man, they're going to wheel me out on the stage and put a guitar in my lap. Those kids are going to come be my audience. So I just want to play lots more music. I have stories to tell. Not only old stories from the blues masters, but stories of my own about the blues, about growing up, about things I remember, things I don't remember, magical things, blues things. I got a lot of stories to tell with music.